So, since I've been divorced, I have decided to take this season of life in order to gain a lot of self understanding, a lot of understanding about love, life, and relationships, about purpose. And I thought it was important because I had made a lot of mistakes when it came to my last marriage. I realized after almost 40 years of life, especially in the dating and relationship area, I had little to no understanding of what it meant to have a husband, a life partner, what it meant to understand love and understand just how relationships work. And so after my marriage, I said, you know what, I'm going to take this time to try to figure myself out. And so I wound up buying this book by Case Kinney. It's called Single is Your Superpower. And I bought this book because I saw it on Instagram, and not only that, but I like the format of having a journal where it asks you certain questions that prompted you to think and self-reflect. And I think that's important when it comes to doing the inner work that's necessary to make improvements in your own personal life, in your own personal walk, and then in relationships with others. And there's a certain part where you get to where he wants you to discover your dating why. So basically, he wants you to understand or get to a place of understanding where you understand why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you dating? Why do you want to be in a relationship? And y'all, that is so key. That is so key. I don't know if y'all like me, but when I got into my first marriage, I did not have a clue about why I was doing what I was doing. And the emphasis of, I knew I wanted to be married to a Christian, a man who said they feared and honored God, but kind of that's about it. And I realized because I did not understand purpose and I didn't understand my why for why I was dating and why I wanted to go into a marriage, I felt like I almost settled for the first thing that looked like potential. And that's a very crucial thing. He talks about dating and marrying potential instead of dating and marrying somebody who is at the place where they need to be and are ready to be a partner in a relationship. And so he wants you to start thinking about the whys of why you're doing what you're doing, why you're in this dating world, why you're looking for relationships. And y'all, if we really think about it, Dr. Miles Monroe, awesome teacher, he said, where purpose is not understood, abuse is inevitable. And y'all, that is so true. Y'all, so true. Y'all, because we don't understand why we date, why we go into marriages, why we go into relationships, we're abusing dating, we're abusing relationships, and we're abusing people because we're not walking in that knowledge of why we're doing what we're doing. So it's like kind of we're going with the flow. We're groping around in the dark, trying to hope for success. And when you want success, you have to plan for success. And so one of that planning is understanding why you're doing what you're doing, because it gives you direction when you understand your why. So he gave his own reason of why he's dating, and his was to have a person completely believe in him, but yet at the same time completely challenge him. And I thought that was interesting that he said that, because y'all, we love when people believe in us. We love the good parts when it comes to dating, the support that we get, the love, attention, and affection that we want in a relationship and from another person. But a lot of us, we don't like the challenge that another person gives us. A lot of us, when we're challenged to stretch, when we're challenged by someone to grow, when we're challenged by someone to develop, that's where we have the issues. That's where we run into the problems. And we want all the good things that come with the relationships. We want all the things that make us feel good, but we don't want the things that's gonna help us to grow. We want what we want, but we don't want what we need. And it had me thinking, because I now that I've experienced what I've experienced being married to and unequally yoked with somebody for almost 10 years, now when I'm thinking of a relationship, a marriage, I'm thinking of partnership. I'm thinking of someone who's going to push me and challenge me to be great. That's going to push me and challenge me to be a better version of myself. And y'all, how many of us are really truthfully honest that the person that we're with or the person that we're going to marry is going to be the person that's going to challenge us to be the best version of ourselves? Y'all, many of us are in relationships. I was in a relationship where we're not being challenged. We're not being called forth and pushed forth to be the best person that we can be. And we say we want it. We complain, oh, I want an awesome marriage. I want an awesome partner. But then when that partner comes along, my question to you is, how you going to treat that person? Are you going to embrace that person? Or are you going to push that person away? Because that's what was the crux in my own personal marriage. My husband acknowledged that I was a good woman, but he couldn't deal with the accountability that he was being held up to, the level of greatness that he was being held up to. And that was one of the defining moments that caused my marriage to end. And so, y'all, we need to really think, is that person that you're with challenging you? Is that person that you're with pushing you to be a better person? Or is that person keeping you comfortable? Is that person allowing you to get away with the shenanigans and the foolery that you want to get away with? That's going to keep you at your lower self. And y'all, we need to, I'm at this place in life. I want to be everything that God has called me to be. And in order for me to be that means that person that I'm with has to challenge me. That person that I'm with has to be strong when I'm weak, and vice versa. And we need to start thinking about the person that we're with or the person that we want to be with. And not only that, are we the person that they're going to need? Are we the person that's going to be the one to challenge them, to push them into greatness? Y'all, a lot of us in some mediocre behind relationships, and we ain't going nowhere where God wants to take us. We wondering why we ain't stepping up to that next level. We wondering why we're in the same old, same old. We're wondering why we're stagnant and we're stuck. Have you looked at the person that you're with? Is that person challenging you to be the best version of yourself? Yeah, we can challenge ourselves, but it's nothing like when two come together and two are pushing forth towards something. Two are always going to be better than one. But is that other person your better partner? Is that other person that better version of you that's going to push you and challenge you? Y'all, look, we say we want a lot of things, but y'all, when that thing come, will you push it away or will you embrace it? Will you see that it's God's favor on your life, or will you look at it as a curse? I challenge all y'all today. Check that person. Who are you with? Or who you want to be with? And then, y'all, just we need to do the inner work that's necessary to bring us to the place where we need to go. We need to do the inner work that's necessary to be the person that we want to be. And I don't want to preach at nobody. I just want to encourage you, and I just want to challenge you. I'm always going to be in your life to challenge you. I want to challenge you. Are you being the best version of yourself that you can be? And that person that you're with, are they challenging you to be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be? And that's what we should be looking for in a partner. Not somebody who won't let me get away with all the foolishness that I want to get away with. You ain't going to go nowhere as a person if you with somebody like that. You're not only abusing them, but you're abusing yourself when you with somebody that's not challenging you. And let me tell you, you that's in a relationship with somebody that you're not challenging, do you truly love them? Do you truly want what's best for them? Because if you wanted what's best for them, then you would do what's best for them. And sometimes that means walking away. Sometimes that means holding them accountable. Sometimes that means calling them out on their BS. Sometimes that means not being tolerant of the foolishness. Y'all, let's do the inner work. That's all I'm going to say. Be blessed.